possession that don't give the balance. We've got a left back who's right-footed and is not really going to get forward. You cast your mind back to the last Euros. Luke Shaw was a real weapon down that side. He got forward. Now we don't have him, and that's fine. But I'm saying, well, then you've got to do something else to counteract that. I look at Trent in that position, and as he just mentioned, it's not working. It's not for me. I don't think you can parachute a player into that role who's got very little experience and say, well, there you go and have the ball. When he's coming to have the ball, but he's back to play, he never does that, chap. He's brilliant looking forwards and then gets whatever range of passing out he can find. Having that ball in those areas is such the intense pressure on a dodgy pitch, shall we say? We've got to drop that in.
Yeah.
And it's not easy. It's really, really hard. And I think that you then end up kind of going into your shell and maybe not then stepping in and not making yourself available enough because it's really difficult and it has that feel to it. I don't know about you, Conor, but it just had that a little bit of a fearful feel in terms of that we're not too confident with what we're doing.
Yeah, I think so. I think you're exactly right. I also think when we're watching a game of football, we take into account what the other team do as well. Now, we mentioned Denmark a few times, but other teams seem to look how we play and change a few things. So I watched Denmark in the first game, and Eriksen played as a 10 in behind two strikers.
Yeah.
Today he goes onto that left-hand side, a little bit inside. He played with three narrow strikers, if you want to say, and him and Vim were dropping to get on the ball. We mentioned it at half-time, and that was to counteract Trent Alexander-Arnold and Declan Rice. No one could pick them both up, so then they start dominating the ball then, because them two players are really, really good in the ball, and we then don't seem to adapt in game, if you know what I mean. We don't then adapt in the game to say, right, this is how we'll counteract that then, because we need to wrestle the ball.
So that's the manager's responsibility to identify that, and the players to a degree, to say, well, somebody, identify. But it's quite tricky when you're in the heat of battle and you're doing your job and you've set out to start, and sometimes there needs that clear identification of change. But I didn't see us change that much.